Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going... The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And putting his opponents on notice. MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
Well, this is the scary thing. When you make it about yourself, sometimes that causes you to try to make plays that aren't within the flow of the game. We've already seen some of that. I know MP is trying to move the needle for his team. Maybe they just need a little time to get used to this new normal.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Ellis, Also Christie out there. McDaniels is out there with the bulldozer. And it's Clowney in at the 4. For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I talked to MP earlier, and his attention was on the small forward matchup. He told me I plan to do everything I can to help this team get a W. We can't do that if I'm not taking care of business at my position, so that's where I'm going to start. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, good place to start. We'll be watching that duel closely. Good stuff, DA. Pass to Bulldozer. Can't hit the short-range fadeaway. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 4-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, it would have been really nice to get that win on the road, but no team ever happy with the loss. Put up a good fight. They had nothing to hang their heads on after that one.
Shoots it. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Bulldozer. From the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's McCain. James outside. On the wing, James. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Detroit. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, and you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They played good basketball for most of it, but then just collapsed and opened that door for the comeback.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. To the paint. To the right side. Here's McCain. Misses the 3. The Pistons leading. Got a piece of it. Clowney, good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. Take a look at the Bulldozer, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Here's James. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas. 4 on the shot clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Nice shot by Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Ellis kicks to McDaniels. It's tipped and stolen by Scott. And it's Brooks in the corner. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open. And getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Pass to Bulldozer. Ellis outside. Here's Christie. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Christie's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Scott trying tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The bulldozer, no good. The 76ers trail. Brooks with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Brooks has got 9.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. They set the pick. Near the three-point line, it's Ellis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Christie. And the call will be against Bronny James. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Takes the three. Scott pulls it in. 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. James outside. Scott with the screen on Ellis. That's tipped. Maxey against Christie. Pass to McDaniels. From outside the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Philadelphia shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Scott can't get it to go.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Count the basket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The 76ers making a switch here. Poole's checked in.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Scott the pass to Maxey.
Christie. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Trailing by 2.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Jordan Poole picks one up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Detroit?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintained.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Right side Maxey. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Let's take a look here at the stats for Scott. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And here's Ellis for three. It's good from long range. And it's an 11-point Detroit lead.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see them get up like that.
Here's the bulldozer. No good on the triple. And so Poole will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. I tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yeah, his mindset, though, Kevin, has to shift to being more consistent. So we've seen these outbursts in scoring from Jordan Poole, but really you want to have a more reliable player in what he does both offensively and defensively. Hopefully he finds that.
Ellis kicks to Long. Here's the bulldozer, defended by Scott. Shot clock at 6. Pistons passing it around. Here's Ellis. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And Poole gets it to go.
And Poole just deadly from 3.
Pistons leading by 8. Here's the bulldozer. Kicks it out to Ellis. Pass to bulldozer. Ellis surveying the D. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's Maxey. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
Substitution.
Check in for LeVert. And here's Maxey. Still yet to score. Here's McCain. Man can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Christie. Also Ellis out there. Bulldozer is out there with McDaniels. It's Najee in at the 4 spot. Pass to McCain. It's tipped. It's Bradley on the wing. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pistons leading by 14. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's the bulldozer. 38 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Najee. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the bulldozer in the last outing against the Bucks was just phenomenal. He dropped in 38 points and did his role for his team, grabbing any rebounds that came his way. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
Just 5 to shoot. From the line, and Detroit again with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Brooks comes in for Maxey, and Detroit with a change here too. Wall's checked in. Scott is screened. In the corner, it's James. The 76ers again can't hit it. Pistons leading by 18. The bulldozer passes to Long. No good with the triple. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Ellis, the pass to the Bulldogs. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pistons have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first. That's pretty much not how they would defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Law. Pistons passing it around. Three-pointer. And the three ball is good. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Yes, that goes in.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
The 76ers trail by 21. James, the pass to Scott. Brooks against McDaniel. On the wing, Scott. Brooks outside. Pass to McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's the bulldozer. And McCain. Pulls it down.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And so it's Detroit taking a 19-point lead into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
64.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And moving on, time to check out the midseason NBA Power Rankings.
Looking at Philadelphia, what you see is what you get.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. But a big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Dylan Brooks. Scott is out there with Valentine. Then it's James. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
For the Pistons, number 12, Cam Christie.
And here's Brooks from outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Bulldozers got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Christie. Nailed from three-point land. Christie's got the first bucket of the third here for Detroit.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game. I do so enjoy watching the bounce pass executed that perfectly.
The Bulldozer passes to McDaniels. No good on the three. The 76ers trail by 20. Pass to Scott to the inside. Out to Brooks. The three ball. Rebounded by the Pistons. The Bulldozers got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Down low. That misses off the backboard. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Brooks outside. Off target from three-point range.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Here's Ellis. Here's Clowney. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Clowney's got his second basket of the night.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Back to Brooks. Pass to McCain. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Philadelphia shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. There's the triple. And he's good on the three ball. McCain's got 11 points.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Shoots the three. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Valentine. It's deflected. Now Ellis, 7 points in the game. The Bulldozer passes to Christie. Launches it. And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Christie. 10 points for Ellis.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Outside, Scott lets it go with a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like you're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Take a look at the bulldozer. He's out in front in the East, a superstar talent, certainly worthy of accolades.
And getting the kind of attention you'd expect for a player having the kind of season he's having.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Here's McCain. And it's off from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. James finds Scott. Back to James. 76ers moving the ball around. A nice shot by McCain.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for... Pistons leading by 12, and on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. McDaniels is out there with Christie, and there's the bulldozer, and it's Law in at the small forward position.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Detroit?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area. Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Here's McCain. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here we go, all alone, and the shot is good. Christie's got 26 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's McCain. Shot to stop the run. Kicks it out to Maxey. Six to shoot. Here's McCain. Moba trains the three-pointer.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
The bulldozer passes to Law. A steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Moba. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The 76ers making a switch here. James is checked in. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Maxey.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
He's off on the second. The 76ers trail by 15. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
To the middle. Here's Mann. Nice D from the Bulldozer.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to McDaniels. And the call will be against Bronny James.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Ellis is checked in for the Pistons. The tray. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got 29 in the game.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's Mann. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The Bulldozer passes to McDaniels. Here's the Bulldozer. Back to Ellis. For 3. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's McCain. Off the run, and 2 free throws coming up. Able to get that one to go with all the content. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Back to James. Pass to Mobo. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The shot's good from Christie.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Outside, James. Here's McCain. For the 3. Good on the triple. McCain's got 21 in the game.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Pass to McDaniels. To the paint. Stolen. A nice shot by McCain. He's got 23.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
For 3, Ellis. That shot, no good. The 76ers trail by 19. Here's McCain. Pass to Mann. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Valentine's checked in for the 76ers. Brooks comes in for Maxey. Here's the Bulldozer. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And the jam by Valentine.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And so Ellis will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's the Bulldozer. Here's McDaniels. And that one drops.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
The 76ers trail by 19. Now here's Brooks. On the wing, James. Off target from outside. Detroit's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Inside, here's Najee. And that one is good. Haji's got his first basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Valentine kicks to James. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to McCain. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Outside, James. Pass to McCain. Drills the three-pointer. McCain's got 18 points just in the second half.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
He takes it in. 2 points. That one goes. 30 points for the Bulldozer.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Now here's James. From about 19 feet. Jump shot is good that time. Pistons leading by 20. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Here's the Bulldozer. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Scott the pass to James. Here's McCain. A three-pointer, no good. Piston shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's the Bulldozer. And it goes down 2 points. The Bulldozers got 34 points.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Pass to McCain. No good on the three. Here's the Bulldozer. Here's Clowney. There's a screen to the middle. Here's the Bulldozer. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Bronny James. And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. The Pistons making a change here. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Detroit.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for the Bulldozer.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
Brooks, the pass to James. Back to Brooks. Valentine wide open, he fires, and a miss there on the triple. The Pistons on offense. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's the Bulldozer, defended by Scott. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Ellis against James.
Get outside. He's open.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. A resound.
You're one of the only players to ever get a quadruple double.
Let it be.
Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.